One economic system made billionaires, the other erased them. Both claimed to save humanity. Before you understood money, before you chose a career, before you knew the meaning of success, a silent war was already shaping your future, not fought with bombs alone, but with ideas powerful enough to decide who eats, who struggles, and who dreams. One system promised freedom through competition, the other promised dignity through equality. Nations embraced them like religions. People trusted them with their lives. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Neither system was designed for humans. They were designed for control. And what happened next didn't just change history. It decided the world you were born into. Long before capitalism or socialism existed, inequality ruled the world. Power was inherited. Poverty was permanent. Kings lived in palaces. Workers lived in silence. Then machines arrived, and everything accelerated. Wealth exploded, but it flowed upward. For some, this was progress. For others, it felt like a prison with better tools. Humanity faced a question it still cannot escape. Do we protect freedom even if it creates inequality? Or enforce equality even if it kills freedom? That question split nations, sparked revolutions, and lit the fuse for everything that followed. Capitalism didn't trust morality, it trusted motivation. It believed desire was stronger than discipline. Work harder, compete smarter, and success would follow. And for many, it worked. Innovation exploded, technology advanced, living standards rose. But capitalism had an unspoken rule. If you fail, the system owes you nothing. Winners were celebrated, losers disappeared quietly. And here's the twist most people miss. Capitalism doesn't reward effort, it rewards leverage. And once you see that, you can never unsee it. Socialism wasn't born in theory. It was born in pain, in hunger, in injustice. It asked why abundance existed besides suffering, why birth decided destiny. It promised fairness, safety, and dignity. For millions, it felt like hope had finally arrived. But socialism demanded something dangerous: absolute trust. Trust that power would remain kind. Trust that control would stay limited. History shows what happened next, and it wasn't what people were promised. When the state owns everything, it controls everything: food, jobs, speech, and future. Centralized power promised protection, but delivered fear. Innovation slowed, efficiency collapsed, dissent became dangerous. Equality existed, but at the cost of freedom. This is where socialism lost something critical: human incentive. And once motivation dies, systems begin to rot from the inside. The Cold War wasn't about missiles. It was about evidence. Capitalism needed proof. Socialism needed proof. Both promised paradise. Both delivered fear. Nations became experiments. Humans became statistics. When socialism collapsed, capitalism claimed victory. But victory didn't feel like celebration. It felt like confusion, unemployment, and broken identities. And that raises a dangerous question. What does winning actually look like? With socialism weakened, capitalism accelerated uncontested. Corporations grew powerful. Markets globalized. Technology exploded. But inequality returned, stronger than before. Wealth concentrated. Communities collapsed. Capitalism delivered speed, but lost balance. And here's the warning history whispers softly: systems without limits don't stabilize, they destabilize. While the West debated ideology, Asia experimented. They mixed markets with control, discipline with ambition, planning with profit. They ignored labels and focused on results. Poverty collapsed, cities rose, a new middle class emerged. They didn't ask who was right, they asked what works. And that question changed the global balance forever. Economic systems don't just control money, they shape psychology. Capitalism trains desire. Socialism trains dependence. Both influence obedience. The real battlefield was never markets. It was the human mind. And once systems control how people think, they no longer need force. So who really won? Capitalism won speed. Socialism won conscience. But humanity wins only through balance. The real war was never capitalism versus socialism. It was responsibility versus greed. And that war isn't over. It's still being fought, inside governments, inside economies, and inside you. One system made billionaires, the other erased them. Both claimed to save humanity,